Warning. The subject of this film you are about to watch reveals a crucial secret of your life. You should watch it very attentively, for it concerns a subject that is liable to make fundamental changes in your outlook on the material world. The content of this film is not just a different approach or a philosophical thought. It is a fact, which is also proven by science today.
Yeah, I can't wait till we're done shooting this thing so we can have the lighting back to normal because my face is hella dark. But it's whatever. Okay, so we have... Introduce yourselves.
What's up? I'm Brendan.
Brendan.
I'm Anthony.
Anthony. These guys are also co-workers of Johnny's who work at...
Green Wave Pest Solutions.
Green Wave. Green Wave. So far, it seems like a interesting job, honestly.
It's got a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah, it really seems like it.
I mean, shoot, dude, my first week I got told I was going to get deported from the country and threatened to have pit bulls unleashed on me, so...
Oh, shit!
It's a job full of up and downs. So.
Yeah.
Definitely a job full of up and downs. I've gotten bit by 2 dogs. You get a lot
Are you dead
I
ass?
swear, I have the scar on my leg from it. You get a lot of people yelling at you because at the end of the day, you're walking up to their doorstep. But it's a fun
Fucking
job
Christ.
because you get to interact with a bunch of different people for sure.
Yeah. That's the one thing that I was like, oh, he's gonna get good at talking to people. If he goes up to that many a day, that shit's nuts. Meeting new people. I mean, how many different kinds of people do you guys meet?
Everything.
Like everything, right? It's like,
Literally
especially here in
everything.
Vegas, it's like a fucking melting pot, dude.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's certain areas of like the city where you get like a certain demographic for sure, but it's just you can meet any random person behind the door. It's crazy.
Literally anyone.
It's fucking crazy. Crazy job, man.
Every different language.
Sounds crazy.
All sorts of fun, different little background stories. All sorts of fun little connections. You meet every little different type of card.
Yeah, I see. Fuck. All right, Johnny got you guys some water.
Yeah, for
All
sure.
right, good. I hope you did. All right, so this is what, 48th episode, I think?
Yeah.
48th. What's the day today? The 27th?
27th.
Yeah. Mark that off. Yeah, I don't know. I'm glad I'm not a fucking kid star.
Yeah. I'm glad I went through the trenches.
Yeah, I went through fucking high school, middle school. Shit was. What do you guys think about high school?
Fuck high
Looking
school.
back on high school. Still
school is
fuck high
interesting.
school?
Fuck
High school is
school.
interesting.
Fuck
There's a lot of
school in
ups and
general.
downs. Him and I, when it comes to like school and stuff, are fire and ice.
Oh, really? All right, why fuck high school? That sounds interesting. Let's get into
So-
that.
So for me personally, was never a person that went to school. Like I just didn't like it.
Oh,
I had a
okay,
1.8 GPA. The highest.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
The highest GPA I had was at a behavior school.
A behavior school?
Yeah.
How did you end up there? Let's talk about that.
So,
You don't have to if you don't want to.
No,
Oh,
he is
I
gonna.
shit.
I don't
He is
give a
gonna.
shit.
All right,
I don't
cool,
give a
cool,
shit.
cool.
So, it was my sophomore year of high school.
Nice.
I was decided I want to make money. I didn't want to work a job.
How did you make money?
Sold drugs.
Oh, yeah. All right.
So at 15 years old, I was selling thousands of Xanax.
Thousands?
Yeah,
No
thousands
shit.
of Xanax to, I would say, probably all the high schools around this area. Besides, so I would say from like Silverado,
Coronado for sure.
Coronado, Basic,
Dang.
Foothill, Liberty.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, you hit them all.
Yeah, I was 15 years old.
Who are you working with? I mean, you don't have to say names.
It was
Just
pretty
like-
much myself. It was
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
Hustling.
You were hustling. Huh?
Yeah, so, I mean, in
Fuck.
a matter of 2 months, I think I made like 30 grand, and I literally just kept it all underneath my mattress.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah, I remember the day that I got pulled out of class like it was yesterday. So, it was my 6th period history class. We're sitting there watching CNN student news.
Love it.
Fuck CNN student news. So
Bro, you didn't like the puns? Come on.
So
Carlos
the
Zeus, man.
dean walks in. It was an honors world history class.
You were in honors?
Yeah, so I was in.
No way.
I took honors because I didn't like school, but I knew that I wasn't supposed to be in the regular classes because I'm a pretty smart kid, more street smarts than anything.
Yeah.
But
Honestly, it's true.
Fuck school. But so walks into the dean's office. There's only 2 people in this class it could be for. It's either me or this other kid. And he walks back to the teacher's desk. All the desks are in front. I turn back, make direct eye contact with him. He's like, "You need to come with me." In my head, I was just like, "Fuck." This is.
Did you already know what it was for?
Oh, for sure knew what it was for. There was no. That was the only other thing that I was getting in trouble
Were you
for at
like?
school.
Did you like fuck up in one of them, or did we just get around?
No, so I always made sure I sold everything off of me before I even walked in my first period class.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't get anything criminal against me or anything like that, so that's always a good sign.
Yeah.
But I got kicked out of school.
But what did they say when you got into the dean's office?
So first off, they were asking me all these questions. They're like, "So there's kids falling asleep in class." I was like, "I'm a football player. I don't know what you're talking about."
I'm a football player. I'm a star wide receiver. Offers from Clemson. Trevor Lawrence himself DM me.
I turned my phone off, so they tried to check my phone, and I was like, "It's dead." They tried to call it after that. And then they were just asking me these questions, and I was like, I'm not going to incriminate myself because, one, I had nothing on me. I get searched, found nothing. And then it was pretty much everyone pointing the finger at me because I was pretty much like the kingpin. And then you had all the all the little drug dealers that I would go sell to, and they would do all the little deals.
Holy shit.
Literally, the day that I got caught, I was about to go buy 5,000 more Xans.
God, fucking damn, man.
Yeah, so...
Mr. Beast.
Yeah. Fucking hustling at the age of 15. And then went to behavior school. Behavior school was lit because I was able to... Did all my classes online, so I literally copy and pasted everything.
Yeah.
Because honors classes, they didn't have honors classes there. And then went to...
So that's why you did so well.
Yep. And then pretty much took my 1.8 GPA, got the fuck out of high school, and now here we are.
Fuck yeah, dude. Crazy story. That's a cool story, man.
Oh, I got another crazy story, too.
All right, go for it.
All right, so we'll go back to 7th grade now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so
Let's do
7th
it.
grade, I was at this one school. I took band first semester. I was like, fuck band, get me out this shit.
What did you play?
I played the French horn. Absolutely fucking terrible at it. Like, anytime there would be a test, I would be so nervous to present. I would just like, you know what, fuck this, instruments are not for me.
Yeah.
So then I get switched into this art class, and
With a bunch of liberals?
pretty much, yeah. And then there was just this group of kids. We were all sitting there like how normal like locker room talk pretty much was going on. This one kid made a dick out of clay. But then there was this, so I was in in-house suspension one day. And then I just get pulled out by the fucking dean again. Pulls me out, and then they bring all this stuff out to the table saying that I first off touched this girl inappropriately with like a ruler. Like, and I was like sexually harassing her, doing stuff like that. And I was like, first off, that never fucking happened. So everyone just kept pointing the fingers at me. So then I get expelled, but then the dean tells like the girl's parents that you guys can press charges if you want.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
So at 12 years old, I had 13 felonies for gross mislewd conduct. It was absolute bullshit, but once again, fought the case, dropped it down, got a misdemeanor, and then I had to do 6 months of probation.
Oh my god.
Took
man.
a boundaries class, and then I think I took like this
Took a boundaries class.
Took like this other sex education class. But my probation officer was actually pretty easy, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
He knew that I wasn't like the normal kid that was in and out of juvie and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I pretty much just had to call him once every Friday, and then after I took my boundaries class, he stopped showing up.
How
at my
was that
house.
growing up? Just like constantly having...
Yeah, that sounds like a pain in the ass.
Oh, it for sure was a pain of the ass because at the end of the day, you get a lot of people who didn't even know the full situation, so they just hear that, so they
Just
start
rumors going left and
just-
right.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, you're just a fucked up kid.
yeah,
right? Yeah.
rumors left and right, stuff like that. I mean, I pretty much always had the bad hand dealt, but at the end of the day, I never let the bad hand that I was dealt affect of like who I was.
That's good. That's a good ass perspective, dude.
And like all these other people that would always say shit about it, I'd be like, bro, you guys don't know shit. Don't fucking talk to me. Like at the end of the day, I don't give a shit what other people got to say. Like,
I mean, yeah, you've been through so much. I mean, it's like
yeah,
nothing's worse than fucking going through all that bullshit.
yeah. But probably the worst thing would have been at the age of 12 that they literally told me if I was 2 years older, I would have been labeled as a sex offender.
Yeah, it was just
Fucking
crazy.
I had more felonies than my age. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, all for smacking a girl's ass with a ruler, supposedly.
Yeah, supposedly talking about sex and then saying that I was like, and the craziest part about it was never her that brought it up to the table. It was her current boyfriend at the time.
Oh my god,
saying
bro.
that she like couldn't sleep, all this shit. I was like, bro, this shit's such fucking cap. But
You were framed, man.
yeah, pretty much. But in middle school, you get in trouble for talking in class. So
Yeah. Yeah, middle school sucked, dude.
In
That
middle
was the
school, I
worst.
got in trouble for dropping my pencil pouch and like everything spilled out everywhere. Apparently, I caused a hallway disruption. Yeah, I was like,
Fuck, man.
really?
Yeah, middle school sucked, man. I hated middle school most.
So wait, hold on. What were your parents' reaction to all that?
So my parents were pretty much for the first one with the selling drugs. My dad didn't even know. Me and my mom.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, me and my mom kept it undercover for my dad.
Wow.
Still?
No, I think he knows now. I think he kind of got the picture.
Oh, okay.
But after I got caught with that, my mom took me to Sprint. We got my phone number changed, so if any text messages from my old number popped up, we could be like, nope, that's not his number. Here's this.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one, my parents were pretty much on defense mode because at the end of the day, they're not gonna want their fucking kid to be dealing with that shit. So they they got me lawyers, they got me all this shit, and then we pretty much just figured it out. Got it dropped down to a misdemeanor.
What was their like initial reaction?
Well, my parents didn't believe it because obviously they understand who I am as a kid. They didn't raise a fucking pedophile in a sense. They didn't I was a shit kid. I'm not a shit kid, but I was just
You're just like a class clown.
A little troublemaker for sure.
All right, yeah.
Just like class clown.
Always pushing buttons, always trying to be just being funny. That's all it is. So they knew that, but they just didn't believe it. They just were like, and I literally took a lie detector test for it too.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I took a lie detector test. I've taken 2. So
Did you pass?
Yeah, I passed.
Nice.
So I took one for the drug dealing because people, when I was selling drugs, the rumors were going around that I was telling people that if you say anything, that I'm gonna fucking kill you, and I'm like,
A scrawny little white boy.
literally,
Yeah.
15 years old. I was going to North Las Vegas. I have no idea how I wasn't shot.
Jesus.
Bro, North Las Vegas, sounding like 35-year-old dudes.
How would you get there?
I got there. My girlfriend at the time drove me there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it was crazy. I don't know how.
Was she digging the 30K?
She kind of just knew that she didn't really have a say because I was just gonna fucking do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like I just wanted to make some cash. Because that's the thing. I've always been about the bag.
Oh, all right, for sure, for sure. And when did it up happening to her? She was just like,
Nothing happened to her.
Oh, okay.
It was all me. I took all responsibility for it, but still tried to obviously get out of it.
yeah, yeah.
But I mean, I did. No charges. Just had to go to behavior school, and then I went to my second school for high school, Foothill. That was so easy. I was honestly blessed that all this stuff happened to me because then in my senior year, I literally walked into class, got marked there, walked out, and then I smoked weed in the parking lot every single day.
Oh, nice.
Yep,
That sounds chill as fuck.
for sure was.
Yeah, see, everybody has a pretty chill senior year. Senior year is just like, it just kind of goes.
Are you here to tell it? I want you. Throw us from the family. I swear I want to pay for our money to bring it. What? Please, just hear me out, please.
Data from the dummy, combined with motion capture of Steve's punch, provides an inside view of devastation. When Steve's 1,000-pound punch lands, it sends the brain sliding inside the skull.
I'm Eric, your host, and today we're going to go over some of the basic steps to writing a letter to Congress. Step number 1, you want to make sure that you include your name and any professional titles that you may carry. Make sure to include those in the thing that you're writing. Keep it brief. Make sure you stick to one point, and you're just going to write around that whole thing. Just include everything you know that's a fact. Don't assume anything. Don't do that. Just make sure that you just make it very thoughtful, very straightforward, and I'll show you more of that as we go along. But first, we're going to take a hit of our Salvia.
wizard.
His is for sure different. He was a little goody in school.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
That's why I say we're like fire and ice. Like, I for sure like messed around in class. Like, I didn't take school too seriously. I was kind of blessed. Like, where I'm just a naturally smart person. Like,
Yeah.
I took a lot of AP classes, all honors. Like,
Oh,
I
nice.
graduated
Okay,
white.
shit.
Like, my GPA was like 3.8 or something. Like, but I just didn't really care. Like, I went through middle school. I think my GPA in middle school, like, I just recognized that middle school wasn't important, that they were just
Yeah.
teaching you BS. And I really stand by that. Those are like the most useless years of your life. Like,
Pretty
you
much.
You don't learn
100%,
anything,
yeah.
really. And so I messed around in middle school. Like, I think my GPA was like 2.3 or something.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I finessed my way into honors classes. I just like, hey, guys, like, middle school was a waste of my time. Put me in honors classes. Like, I'm gonna do good in them. And then so I got my way into, I sold them. I got into honors classes in high school, even though I did shit in middle school. And so I got an honors class in high school. And I just kind of dicked around. Like, I guess I was like goody two shoes. Like, I never really got in trouble. Like, I'd always just like pretty much like the guy that'd stick his hand out for like the little kid. And so I just nice with everyone. Like, I wasn't trying to get into controversy, anything like that.
Fun, yeah.
As compared to him, on the other hand.
Yeah, like Jesus Christ, dude, it's a fucking little Heisenberg.
Mine was
dude.
pretty simple. It's just like,
yeah, just high school, just a high school,
high school
experience.
like, went through it, got the grades. I'm in college now. Like,
what college you go to right now?
I go to UNLV.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Fuck college.
You don't like college?
Nope.
It's honestly, I mean, fuck. It depends what you're doing.
I'm an entrepreneur, so I just focus on business.
That's
I
good,
don't
man.
think you need school for business.
I mean,
Nah.
I agree with that, but like for me, I'm just getting the degree, like just something to fall back on, and like back up. My original plan was like to get into hospitality, and then I just kind of stumbled upon like
Oh yeah,
door knocking
hospitality is fucking
sales.
huge right now at UNLV. Yeah.
No, it's like the #1 school next to like
Mhm.
Cornell for hospitality, and so
Mhm.
my father is super high up in the casino industry, so there's always something like fall back on. Like, I have the Golden Road pretty much paid for me. I still do, and so like for my instance, like just getting the degree is.
Yeah, it's
And I was already
doesn't
ahead.
hurt, right?
Yeah, I was already
it's-
ahead because of AP classes, dual credit. I'm just kind of like, why don't I just stick it out for like 3 years, just get
Mhm.
the piece of paper that everyone deems so necessary in society, and then just like call it. Because at the end of the day, I don't think I'm gonna do hospitality, but like, I'm not gonna let someone say they have something above me, which is like a college education, you know?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
When it's just so easy to me. Like, I haven't attended any Zoom lectures. I haven't showed up to a college class in over a year, and I don't think I've actually genuinely taken a quiz or a test like on my own.
For real?
And since I've
shit.
entered college, it's easy. You could just
How do you pass all? You just
get into passcoded websites, and you just find the online textbooks that the teachers get the
Yeah.
assignments from. The teachers are too lazy to make the assignments themselves. They just copy and paste it and change the answers every
for a
time
lot
from
of them. Yeah,
every year.
they're always on Quizlet and shit.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, Quizlet's the easiest, but then
Mhm.
like a lot of times like people use like Chegg and like pay for that stuff. I'm like, I'm not paying for Chegg. Like,
For Chegg, for anybody that's in college that is listening, all you have to do is highlight the like blurred part out, inspect element, then you're able
And it takes it away, right?
Yeah. no, it's so easy. There's a little tip for all of you guys, but
Yeah. Cheating 101.
no, literally.
Fuck.
Just cheat your way through it. Like,
Honestly,
that's-
dude, cheating is a fucking art, man. I was talking to some friends about it. I was listening to this interview. This director was talking about this dude he knew in college, and this dude was like smart as fuck. Like, he was just super intelligent guy. And they were taking a class, and noticed he cheated on all of his assignments, like every single one, even the easy shit. It's like, why are you always cheating? He's like, well, I think it takes as much intelligence to cheat on everything to like actually be, the dude with the
Facts.
degree. Yeah. And so that dude just dedicated his life to cheating at like the age of 12.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I was honestly lucky enough to the point where I could cheat on everything, not pay attention to a single lecture, and then
Yeah.
if I had to like get called on for a question, I just know the answer. Like,
Did you guys ever do like any cheating rings in any of your classes, like in high school or college?
No,
or
I
not?
was chilling off that.
In high school, for me, my girlfriend at the time pretty much was the reason why I graduated high school. She did all my assignments. I didn't write. And then I also paid people to write my essays.
Oh shit.
And it wasn't even like people in my class. It was like a website. Like, I found some website. It's called My Perfect Words. Fucking A on every single one.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I would literally only do the big assignments that really matter.
And that's
like
all
the
that matters, to be
like
honest.
Yeah.
50 points assignments.
What about like fucking in class shit?
Oh, I would sit there on my phone all day long.
Oh yeah. They
Like-
never made you do any like essays in the class or anything?
Bro, if I did, I would literally just bullshit and be like, okay, I'll take my D. I don't give a shit.
All right.
Yeah, like, I genuinely didn't give a fuck. Like, I did not care about school whatsoever.
Man, that's a miracle you passed. You graduated.
Yeah, and when I was in 7th grade, I got my IQ tested, I had a 136.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so I was in the top,
God damn.
I was in the top 2 percentile for my class.
Yeah, that's high up.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, it's just like, fuck school. I don't need to learn this bullshit.
See, like, he is a super smart person. Like, not really book smart. Like, his grammar's not the best, but like.
Oh, grammar's absolutely terrible. Not really too much of a word guy, more of a bug guy for sure.
Yeah, you just got like close to genius IQ. Like, yeah, fuck school.
Yeah. Do you see why I've saved like fire and ice? Like
yeah,
I'm just gonna power through it anyways. Like, I don't really need school. Like, I already have set stuff up for myself.
Yeah.
Like, school, it's honestly pointless for me to get it, but if that's what makes everyone happy.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
dude, a lot of people are just like fucking robots. They just,
If
like,
that's
go
what
to
makes
school.
everyone happy. Like,
Yeah.
school's so easy for me. It's honestly something I forget about that I'm even in sometimes.
Yeah.
And then I just like do the assignments. It's pretty much just like tasks. Like, if you've played Among Us, it's pretty much just like getting assigned tasks, and then you just do the tasks, and then you just keep going with your life.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like,
Yeah.
that's really all it is to me. Like, you just click on Canvas once a week. You like, okay, so this assignment's 2 points. This one's 10 points. Which am I gonna do? Done. You know.
Nice. Yeah. Easy peasy.
Anyway, I was walking down, gonna catch the bus, and this hippie guy comes up to me, and I don't remember his name, but I'm familiar with his face. He's like, "Thanks, man, for the fucking food all the time, you know." And he was high as fuck. He's like, "You want a fucking trip tonight, man?" And I was like, I was off the next day or two, so I was like, "Sure, man." He's like, "Open your mouth." And stupidly I did, and he had an eyedropper, and he squirted a bunch of fucking acid in my mouth. Like, I could feel it. Like, and you're not supposed to. I could feel the shit running down the back of my throat. And I was like, "Dude, what the fuck?" He's like, "Oh man, you're gonna be high. That was like 20 or 30 hits of acid, man." And he was right, because I used to, well, back when I sold acid, you know, I used to use an eyedropper to put the drops on individual hits, and an eyedropper will hold about 20 to 30 hits. So I knew I was in trouble.
Every single minute.
Bro, literally, I would just, because I will call people out when they're being pussies. I'll call people out when they're just being uneducated, just fucking retards. One of my biggest pet peeves is the flex culture, too. The
Flex
Don't
culture.
even get me going. So it's pretty much when, like, you like have Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone, like, Instagram stories are posting constantly, like, spending money, like, posting stuff that like their parents buy them, or like their friends have, like, stuff that's not theirs. Like, go out, like, let's say you do like valet for like a party, and then you're just constantly posting yourself with like in a Ferrari or stuff like that, and it's just like fake flexing pretty much.
Yeah,
like,
it's some bullshit. It's some superficial shit.
it's
Yeah.
pretty much superficial life, like constantly trying to create an image of yourself that's not really who you are, because you care that much about what other people think of you.
You care more about getting the likes and having people be like, "Oh my god," swiping up on your story, than actually living your life. Because at the end of the day, like, the rich people, they don't post their new cars. They don't post their new houses.
Nah, yeah.
They don't post their new Louis bag they just bought.
I think it all comes down to, like, do you see Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, all those people wearing Gucci and like Louis Vuitton on a day-to-day basis, like flashing like crazy watches? You don't see it. Like, maybe on a night out, like a couple times, like once a week or something, like towards the weekend, but like on a day-to-day basis, like Mark Zuckerberg, bro, he's always wearing like
Just a t-shirt.
sweats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how I am. I mean, you can go in my closet. I have like the same 4 black shirts.
That's
Like,
sick.
You can ask Brando. All I do is wear black.
Bro, and it doesn't matter, because I know, like, after like next summer, it's like no matter like 6 figures, 7 figures, it's like he's still gonna be shopping at H&M, like all sorts of stuff. It's like
Yeah.
there's just no point like at our age spending $50K on a watch when you could just keep setting yourself up for your future.
Or
And,
you
like,
could spend $50K on a down payment for a house, and then you can
Yeah.
have passive income coming in.
we have
versus
we have all sorts of people we're friends with buying Range Rovers, like $90,000 Mercedes,
Jesus fucking Christ.
but they still live at home with their parents.
yeah.
Yeah, it's better to fucking.
And they
It's
post their
low IQ
cars
shit, dude.
probably every day on average, once a day on average. Sometimes they post their cars 3 times a day, like on their stories, like watches. Every time they go out, they make sure they post the bill.
Yeah.
Every time they go to a club or a dinner.
Or if they go gambling, they got to show their winnings, but they won't show their losses. So that's
Right.
the thing. Instagram, everyone will show the highlights of their life, but they will never show the low parts of their life.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's a
that-
big fucking thing for social
and it
media.
fucks
just
with
in
people,
general.
like-
That's a reason why depression is through the roof, mental
Literally.
health is an issue, because you got people that are just sitting at home, say doing their schoolwork, then you have this fucking guy sitting there posting him on this nice ass trip, stuff like that. Then they're looking at it, they're like, damn, why am I not on that nice ass trip? Am I not good enough? And then they're just fucking mental, they're just going through their head and just sitting there talking. And it's crazy.
Yeah.
It
it's-
just sucks because think about like what percent of people our age constantly like pretty much want to live the traditional lifestyle. Go through high school, go get a college degree,
Mhm.
get a secure job, work your way up the corporate ladder your whole entire life, get told what days you can have off. And so for those people who constantly spend their free time watching Netflix, sitting on the couch, like constantly making their New Year's resolution, go to the gym or something, like it screws with their mental health, you know?
Yeah, man, it's man, fucking there's no preparation for like the internet, you know. It's like
I
it's a
mean,
bunch of
It
new
really boils down to your personality. It's like, are
That
you
as
going to
well,
take
yeah.
everything with a grain of salt, or are you going to sit there and like let it become
I
your
think-
life and be obsessed?
I think the internet was just so brought on abruptly to everybody.
It was, yeah.
So now, but now I think we should all be used to the internet, because for us, I think it's been around our whole
For
entire
for
lives.
just
for
kinda like
us, some
evolution. It's
some people are
just
getting
got
better
that.
at using it. You know, like some people are like unplugging, right? And then there's people who are getting like sucked in. You know.
No, it's
Bro,
terrible. So
it's because of the dopamine. That's why.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just
yeah.
straight addiction right there.
Exactly.
What were you about to say, Brando?
I was going to say, remember when we did that social media challenge for everyone that worked with us? And those are like people who are hustling, trying to like make 6 figures, get out and
Mhm.
work 6 days a week, like 60-hour weeks. Like that's not many people our age. And even in that like category of our age group when we're 20 years old, we had people like who were on their phones for 40 hours a week just on
Yeah,
social media.
Yeah.
Like
Holy
Netflix, all of Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Pinterest,
Yeah,
Tinder,
it sucks
all
a
that
lot
type
of fucking
stuff.
time.
Like
yeah.
One of-
40 hours a week, that's insane.
One of the best decisions I ever did was delete all my social media. But now I have my Instagram back, but I
Mhm.
still don't have Snapchat and Twitter.
Okay.
Snapchat's
Yeah.
toxic.
I think
Yeah.
Snapchat is literally
I'm
the worst.
I'm barely on fucking Snapchat.
I think Snapchat's the worst one because everything gets deleted. So you have motherfuckers cheating on their girlfriends, boyfriends left and right. You got motherfuckers talking shit about this person left and right,
Mm.
Always.
because they know there's no paper trail.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
So they're gonna risk it all because there's no paper trail, but then also the same thing with like an Instagram story. Get those people posting their nice ass trips, nice ass cars, whatever it is.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, it's all rented. They don't own it. They're really hurt deep down inside, because the people who are posting that are looking for outside respect,
Validation.
respect, stuff like that. So then you have those people that are looking for outside respect. They're already hurting themselves more, because they post a picture at this certain time, like they have this certain time planned out, like this is the time that's going to get the most amount of likes. Their picture doesn't get that likes, then their self-image takes a hit.
Right. Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's hard.
It's fucked, dude. I feel bad for little kids right now. Like, I don't know what the generation is gonna be called. Kids
The
who are like
iPad
10.
babies.
Yeah, the iPad babies. Dude, I've seen. Oh man, those kids are fucked. Like, I've seen kids who have like an iPad by the time they're like 5, and they're just hooked on it. You know.
That's my
It's-
my half sister. My
It's just.
parents got her
I
an
don't-
iPad.
those
and she's pretty much
kids-
raised on one.
I don't even know what the fuck is gonna happen with those kids. They're either gonna get more hooked, or they're gonna realize they're fucked up. I don't know.
Well, you'll
gonna be weird.
you'll definitely get the smart ones. There's always smart kids in every generation. There'll be ones that
But,
realize.
like what percent?
Yeah.
But it's like with this generation, it's like what it's gonna happen to like the average.
I mean, you got
know?
fucking
Who knows?
10-year-old shaking ass on TikTok. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like, bro, you guys need to chill the fuck out.
The secret of boxing is known as kinetic linking, a perfect flow of energy through the entire body. Motion capture shows that the punch starts not in the fist, but the feet. the rear foot drives backwards into the ground. Like links in a chain, the energy travels up the leg, twists through the hips, and into the large muscles of the back, chest, and shoulders. Like the coiling and cracking of a whip, the energy multiplies through leverage as it flows through the body, travels out the arm and fist, and snaps into the opponent. And yes, size does matter.
Peaked like at least 5 or 6 hours. I lost all concept of reality and time. It was quite spiritual, and I wasn't really scared though because I knew it was just a drug, so I was more worried that I couldn't find my way home, and it took me like 8 hours to, like, which should have taken me like 20 minutes, but I made it. And I was high for like 2 days. It kind of sucked. I started to get worried after a while because I was like, am I ever gonna not be high again? And so yeah, that was my experience. I don't recommend taking that much LSD. It's probably unhealthy. I don't think I've been right ever since. I got like this tick now.
Compaq, the non-stop computing power behind 80% of the world's busiest websites. Non-stop.
Wizard.
It is just so crazy that there is so much that goes on behind the scenes that we don't know about, that they're all just, there's people in like a secret society trying to control everybody.
Fucking deep state type shit, right?
Deep state type shit. Like I believe all that shit.
What do you think about deep state? Deep state, I mean, I got really into deep state for a while. I don't believe it 100% yet, just because it's like, I mean, obviously, if it was real, there's no way any of that shit would get fucking published or fucking talked about publicly in a big way. But it's
if it was,
I wouldn't doubt it though, you know.
No, the reason why you don't see it is because there's just a group of individuals, obviously the elites, and that they control everything. I mean, we pretty much saw it in this year's election. You got Trump, who is, I support Trump 100%. Cancel me if you want. I don't give a shit. If you voted for Joe Biden, you're a walking fucking retard, because at the end of the day, he's only going to do it for himself and the deep state and not for the American people. But Trump was literally the only person that was actually fighting back against the deep state. That's why they were trying to cancel him so fucking hard. That's why they kept on saying he was racist, supported white supremacy, fucking all this shit.
It's not like we support everything that guy does, like live or breathe. I feel like if you live or breathe for any sort of politician, you got something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Whether it's AOC, Trump, like any like sort of politician, like you live or die by them, like you've got something wrong with you.
Yeah,
like they're all fucked, like using us.
That's me. I all around hate politicians. I just don't like.
And that's
them.
why a lot of people like Trump, because he's not a politician.
Yeah, he's not a career politician.
He's the only politician who's lost money while holding an office position.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't even like love Trump that much. I mean, I remember in the 2016 election, I was almost really fascinated in seeing him win, because it was like this dude's really fucking different. Like compared to like, you know, all the other presidents, this dude's gonna be like some fresh new shit. We're gonna see politics.
I mean, if you really go and look at the facts and what he really did, he has done more than any president in American history. He was also the only president that didn't put us through a war. And I think we're, a week to 2 weeks in of Joe Biden being put in, we already have a large caravan in Syria.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't put that shit on the news.
Yeah, I had no idea about any of that.
But then we also got Joe Biden signing executive orders.
He's up to like 20 now, I think.
No, he's at 30. He's at like 30.
Really?
No way. Is Joe Biden up to 30 executive orders?
Yeah, he's
Last I checked, before we get fact checked, last thing I saw was 20. Could be pushing
Holy
to 30.
Last
shit.
I saw was like 37 and counting.
Holy
And
fuck.
they're all pointless ass things.
Yeah,
There's also
Obama signed like 3.
Trump signed 1 in his first week in office.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trump.
And they were calling Trump
fucking
the dictator.
30. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah,
Damn.
that's nuts.
He's not
Can
even
you
in
check
office
that?
yet.
Can you check that? If it's like 20, damn, that's a fuck
Last
ton.
I saw
I know he
was
had
like
17 in like 2 days.
Yeah.
And they're all pointless ass one. So
Yeah,
right-
that's probably why they're not getting talked about.
so
if
there's
they're,
one of
small.
them. There's
30,
one of them
yeah.
Holy
30
fucking
executive
shit.
orders.
40?
How many did Trump and Barack Obama pass?
Obama
It
did
says here are
3, I
30
think.
executive
Trump
orders
did
Biden
1.
has signed within his
Yeah.
first 3 days. So in
30
3
in the
days,
first-
30 fucking executive
in
orders?
3
Yeah,
days.
3 days.
Oh my god.
And they're all
What
so
the
They're all
fuck?
right here.
It's 'cause
They're
he
all
knows
right
he
here.
won't get
That's
past the Congress.
crazy. Isn't that he's probably like
Let
the
me be
first
very
president
clear.
to sign that many
Things are
executive
going to
He is, like,
continue.
compared to Bush, compared to anyone.
Like that's the first time in U.S. history that's
Yeah,
probably
but
ever
he's,
fucking
they've got
happened.
him on video saying, "I don't even know what I'm signing." Like,
there's
no, I'm serious.
That's
There's
crazy.
a legit video of him saying, "I don't know what I'm signing." Like,
And then there's another.
That's nuts.
There's another one. So he passed an executive order for mask mandate on federal property. They're in the Lincoln Memorial taking a picture. He's not wearing a mask.
What the fuck?
The COVID bullshit was
I'm
all.
about to get back into my conspiracy research.
Bro, I'm telling you.
it's at an all-time high. I'm not really a conspiracy theorist when it comes to all that type of stuff.
But-
Like, they're fun to read, but
For sure, fun to read.
Dude, I think conspiracy. I mean,
Always take it with a grain of salt.
yeah, always. But it's like conspiracy theories are definitely becoming more like mainstream right now. There's more and more American people doubting what
so
the country's doing.
If you guys believe in astrology, so last year, I think it was the year
Is the
of
they're
over.
rat, I think.
year the for the Chinese?
No, so it was for like the
Zodiac.
year of overcoming, and then this year is supposed to be like the year of awakening. No, the year of realization.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
There was a year of realization during COVID. So during COVID, that means pretty much everyone started realizing their job wasn't secure. This, and this,
Mhm.
and then this year is supposed to be the year of awakening.
Yeah.
So there's rumors going around of all, because I'm been into a lot of the Republican conspiracy theories that
Mhm.
they say are conspiracy theories, but I personally believe them
Mm-hmm.
because
I read both sides is pretty much.
Yeah, I read both sides as well.
yeah, I take one side with a grain of salt because at the end of the day, there was
Some of them
one-
are just hard to reach from like the other side.
Yeah, bro, they're just retarded. We can go back to when we had the last round of stimulus checks when Trump was in office. We
Mhm.
sent like
Yeah,
$1.3
we're all
billion
waiting for that $2,000 still.
$1.3 billion to Pakistan for gender studies. Why are we sending all these other
Fuck.
countries money and not worrying about ourselves?
Yeah, that's weird.
That's the retarded part.
I saw this thing on Twitter. It says like it's an account called "Has Biden Done Anything?" and it says today is day 8. Biden has chosen not to listen to doctors and shut down the country to stop COVID-19. Today is the 8th day that Biden has not legalized cannabis and expunged all nonviolent offenses. Today is day 8 that Biden has not repealed the anti-abortion Hyde Amendment that he previously voted for 50 plus times. Today is the 8th day that Biden and like him in the fracking thing.
Oh my god.
Today is
Oh,
the
yeah.
8th day that Biden has chosen not to guarantee health care for all.
Said he wasn't going to ban fracking. There's literally videos of him and Kamala both saying we will not ban fracking. So he stopped the Keystone pipeline, so that lost thousands of jobs. And then there was, I think it was either no oil and like something with oil and gas on U.S. soil. So that killed about 1 million jobs right there. So
It's sad.
At the end of the day, what they're trying to do is get everybody on government assistance to
Yeah, they want you to rely on the government.
build in socialism. That's what they're trying to do. And after socialism comes communism. That's why they did not like Trump so much, because Trump was the only motherfucker.
And I'm like all for like raising minimum wage and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Like I think minimum wage jobs
So
are
in a
for
recent
minimum
video,
wage, for minimum wage skills. Like, you get paid off of like your skills in life, and I think
I don't
Yeah,
think, I don't
yeah.
think
you shouldn't be able to live off minimum wage jobs because typically if you're working a
Fuck
minimum
no.
wage job, you're living out with your parents. Like I don't think it should be $8.50 just based because of inflation. I think it should at least be 10, but like I don't think 15's solid.
Yeah, I just don't. I just personally think that.
I mean, I've never worked in a minimum wage job before, so I don't.
Oh no,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, minimum wage jobs
It's
are
not that
usually
hard
like
to
fast
get
food
out of that.
restaurants.
It's
you get
mostly just
people
annoying.
It's really not that hard to
Yeah.
not work a minimum wage job. Like
Yeah.
literally, I was making like bucks a day working at golf course. Like, it's really not that deep.
Yeah, I was working at a car wash, and I mean, I was paid minimum wage, but I was also getting tips. So on top of that,
That's
I mean,
what I'm saying.
walking away from the car wash at 16 years old, I think I was bringing like 200 tips in.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, I know. And then another one, the last one I would say is like, today is the 8th day that Biden has not freed the kids trapped in cages that were built when he was a VP.
Jesus Christ.
It's
Alright.
just stuff like that. It's just
We were built when he was a VP.
You guys got to get going at like 7, right?
Yeah, we gotta go.
What time is
in
it?
a couple minutes.
Yeah, it's
Alright,
6:52.
I've
We've
got
been
it
streaming
out.
for over an
Definitely
hour.
some interesting shit, dude. Fucking, I had no idea Biden passed that many executive orders. That's
Yeah, that
that's
that
huge.
actually shocked me.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised nobody's
Executive
talking
orders
about that.
too, yeah.
That's crazy.
Because
won't
they control the
Yeah,
media.
they control
Yeah.
the media. So
I hate all that shit,
So we also had
Big tech.
So
There's a reason
yeah,
why
big
there's no
tech. We
big
got
tech
censorship
stuff.
from Google banning Trump, doing all that stuff. It's
banned
ridiculous.
There's a
from
reason why
Twitter.
term limits won't be passed. Like,
Yeah.
there's a reason why everyone in politics has so much money, millionaires, multiple
Mhm.
houses, beach estates. Like,
There's a thing from Biden. I think before he was president with Barack Obama, his net worth was like 300K. They leave office, it goes up to like 13 million.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah.
there's a reason for it. And that's what I'm saying. You're supposed to like hold the office and work for the people.
Yeah.
And I think that's the main reason why a lot of people like Trump, because
He
in
actually
his
worked for
eyes,
the
he worked
people.
for the people. Like, you may not agree with everything that guy did, but like
Yeah,
in
he
his
might,
heart, he's
he
working
might
for
say
the
some
people.
crazy shit sometimes. Like he might just.
Yeah,
be
That's
out
why
of
a lot of
pocket.
people like him.
But,
Says how it is.
But also at the end of the day, like someone needs to say it. Like, because he wasn't afraid to speak his mind, and he also wasn't afraid to stand up for himself and then also the country and the
Yeah.
American people.
That's the only thing that I really liked about him, is that you at least knew what you were getting with Trump. You know, like most
we never
politicians
got
are
those
just like they're just
wars.
saying like a bunch of bullshit, or it's like very fake. It's like I'd prefer somebody who's a piece of shit than somebody who's just like talking out their ass. You know, just
I know
like,
what
just
happened to
putting
like
up
all
a
those
front.
wars, like that were supposedly gonna get
Yeah.
in. Like, that was just all such BS.
Yeah,
like,
bro. They were saying Orange Man bad for 4 years, and they were literally just trying to impeach him. They really had nothing to impeach him on, because at the end of the day, he was doing things right.
do you agree with me when I say like I believe most of the people who even like support Biden are just because they get all their information from social media
Oh,
and like
that's-
see all their friends
That's exactly
supporting
what it is.
Biden on
Yeah,
social media,
it's-
and that's really all it is. Just
There's
propaganda.
a lot of like tribalism with this shit. That's why I don't fucking like politics at all.
Well, politics, I believe the left is satanic worshippers, because if anybody's done the research on QAnon, you can look up adrenochrome and what they do to little
I do
kids.
know about adrenochrome.
On
I know about that
On
shit.
Epstein Island, all that shit, it's ridiculous. Because everybody that was on Epstein Island, Epstein's flight logs, endorsed Joe Biden.
Are you serious?
Yeah, if you really,
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, but they say QAnon.
If liberals really are satanic worshippers, I don't think they know it. You know.
So not the liberals like our age kids, like
Yeah.
the ones like the politicians, they for sure are. But the
I'm not.
kids-
Yeah, I'm not saying people our age.
Yeah.
Are, like,
Yeah,
modern
I think like I
satanic
mean like when I hear
worshippers.
liberals, I mostly mean like I'm thinking about like
Young
our you know
adults.
like young adults. You know, it's
Yeah,
a lot
you-
of liberals.
So young adults, for us, it's more of them that they don't really understand. They get all their news from social media.
Mhm.
They don't understand how inflation works. They don't understand how taxes work. And then fucking student loan forgiveness. At the end of the day, you sign that piece of paper with how much money you're going to be putting yourself in debt. I shouldn't be paying for you to go to your art degree because you wanted to go to that university instead of going to like fucking community college.
Mhm.
I know. There's a reason why this school doesn't teach you about taxes. The government doesn't want you to know.
Fuck
about
no,
all
they
that
don't,
type of
dude. Yeah,
stuff.
school's supposed to make you an employee.
Literally.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
what I realized in high school.
That's what
that-
society needs. They need
yeah.
workers. you know?
Exactly. Yeah, not everybody can be a fucking the head, right?
Yeah, entrepreneur.
That's when I started learning about that's how high school was. I really just tapped out. I was like, wow, I really don't like high
It's
school.
just
I don't
breeding
like school.
mediocrity. That's
Yeah.
what
But
all
that's
it is.
but that's also why at my age of 19 years old, I'm far more ahead than I am of kids.
Yeah, like I don't blame you for not going to college.
Yeah.
Like my dad, he's like, oh, you need this, you need that.
That's
And I understand his perspective,
That's
but
the thing. We're taught that.
it's different.
We're
no.
taught to go to school, get a good job, to retire at the age of 65, because they don't want you to focus on
Build your
dreams.
401k. All
They
sorts
don't
of things.
want you to focus on your dreams, because when you focus on your dreams, then you're unstoppable. They want all the power.
Yeah.
Whoever they is, who knows what it is? We got the Rothschilds, we got the Bank of London, we got the Catholic Church. It's ridiculous what shit goes on behind the scenes that none of us see. Like I just
Yeah, dude. Oh
it's
fuck.
the-
I've heard.
we got the Illuminati, and then also music nowadays is the worst fucking part too. But
What about music?
So everything is just blasted at like a certain hertz.
I
So-
did hear about that.
so
Yeah,
it's
I
a
heard
lot
about some of that
it's
shit.
A lot of mind
Yeah.
control stuff like that. So that's why if you find
Wait,
yourself,
what?
yeah, bro, the hertz. I'm telling you,
It's like a frequency that's
Yeah.
like I don't know what
It's a
effect
frequency
it.
that only certain people can hear.
Yeah,
stuff
I don't know
like that.
how true it is, but there's supposed to be a frequency that's like
Yeah.
it fucks with your brain in a certain way.
Yeah, so it's just.
I don't doubt it, dude. I've heard.
That's why usually, for my personal opinion, when I listen to like a lot of rap music, I usually am kind of a more of like not really like a depressed mood, but I'm not really like the most energetic. But when I listen to EDM music and it's just like a lot of that bumping stuff like that, I'm just moving around.
High vibes.
High vibes. I'm just in like such a better mood. So
Yeah.
that just everything.
I've listened to like old.
This is bad country.